welcome you to our end of day press conference, day 2 here at Wales Rally GB, right at the top of the service park of the Michelin truck. We're going to start with our team managers this evening. Representing the team in the lead here in Wales is Jos Capito from the Volkswagen Motorsport team. Representing the M Sport Ford World Rally team is Malcolm Wilson. Representing the Citroën Total Abu Dhabi World Rally team, we have Marek Navaretsky, and representing the Hyundai Shell World Rally team, we have Michelle Nandon. Round of applause, everyone, come on! Thank you. Jos, it's been an exciting day out there. Let's start right at the first stage this morning. Sebastian Ogier, Jari-Matti Latvala, 6.6 seconds between them going into the first stage. Latvala desperately wanted a win to round off the season. He was pushing in that stage. Was he pushing a little bit too hard? Off the road, lost that second position. What did you think when you heard the news?
Yeah, first, good evening everybody, and thanks for coming. It's fantastic to see so many fans here in the service park tonight. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, it was really exciting, and we were looking forward to an exciting day, and not just for an exciting half of a stage for the battle for the first position. And we let them go. We said you can fight for the win, and they were desperate to do that. And Jari-Matti just he braked and he stalled the engine, and then he was with standing wheels. He just went into a ditch, and luckily to the great fans, he got back. And the fans pushed the car on the wing, and then they broke the wing, so they pushed so hard, it was so deep in the ditch, so that the wing broke, the rear wing broke, and then he had no downforce in the back, so he had a big disadvantage on the rest of the stages, but he already lost 3 minutes, so the rally then for him was really done, and I think he will still drive tomorrow for good stage times.
Disappointing for Jari-Matti, but for Seb then no pressure on his shoulders. Jost, he didn't have to push so hard on the stages. He's had a good day out there. What can you say about Sebastian Ogier here?
Yeah, after in the stage 1, I talked to Sebastian and said, Sebastian, now you take it easy. And they say, hey, I tell you, it's really Wales, so everything can happen, and you can't take it too easy. So I think he did a fantastic day. He conserved his 1 minute lead, and that's what he was going to do tomorrow as well. But you know, we all remember Rally Germany, what happened when Jari-Matti was a minute in the lead, and we don't want to think about that tomorrow.
You certainly don't. Jos, tell me about the year itself. It's been a really successful year for Volkswagen, the manufacturers' champions and the drivers' championship. It's been another fantastic year for the manufacturer, for you guys. What can you hope for going into 2015? More of the same?
No, we had a fantastic year. We had 13 fantastic year and 14 again, but you know, we didn't win our home rally in the 2 years. So for next year, whatever happens, we really will push hard that we win the Rally Germany and our home rally. And of course, the season is not over. We have a long day tomorrow and an exciting day tomorrow, and we really want to win the Rally Wales as well. And then we have 12 wins out of 13. That would be really the good final of a fantastic season.
Okay, Jos, thank you very much. Let's turn to Malcolm Wilson now then. What a fantastic battle we have going on for second position. Mikko Hirvonen is currently in second. Chris Meek behind. 3.4 seconds is all that's in it with tomorrow's stages. Malcolm, how are you feeling about the battle? Can Mikko hold on to second?
I don't really need to be reminded about the margin. Yeah,
3.4 seconds.
3.4. It's a little bit better than it was at one point today when there was 1.4 seconds between 3 of them. So it's been a great battle. It's a shame that Mads has slipped out of that equation. But I think for Chris and Mikko tomorrow, then, as we've seen today, there's a lot can happen. But I'm sure it's going to be fantastic for the spectators out there, because there's no question those two guys are going to be going flat out.
They are going to be going flat out. Let's have a chat about Elfyn Evans out there, because we've seen some improving pace coming through from Elfyn. He said himself it's been an up and down day, but the times have got better out there.
No, he's had a really good day. This is, to be honest, he's still finding it difficult in these conditions, but he's actually, from our point of view, this is his best performance to date on gravel. And if you look who's ahead of him, then you wouldn't expect, with the fact that it's his first time on this event in a World Rally car, to be where he is. So he's kept it all together, and we just hope that he does the same. The plan is the same sort of strategy for tomorrow.
We talked about Henning Solberg last night. He got a faster stage time today, Malcolm. Going to sign him for next year?
Must have been because of the comment I said about him last night. No, he's great, and he's just fantastic having the team heading. He just really lifts everybody's spirits, and you know, he's just got so much passion for rallying, and when he gets and goes to the fastest time like that, it's great. It's great for everybody that's involved with him.
Final question to you, Malcolm. Mikko Hirvonen retires from the WRC tomorrow. He spent the majority of his career with Ford, with M Sport, with you. I know you've had a special relationship with him over the years. Is it going to be an emotional day tomorrow for you?
Oh, please don't start. Yes, it's going to be emotional because you know, Mikko's meant a lot to Ford and to M Sport over the years. Really helped us immensely to win those 2 manufacturers titles, 14 world victories, the most successful driver in the Ford car. So yes, there's no question there's going to be a few tears tomorrow night.
Okay, Malcolm, thank you very much. Let's turn to Marek Navaretsky. Let's talk about that battle, Marek, for second position. Chris Meek is in third. It's going to be an awesome battle tomorrow, but Meek and Osberg have been very impressive out there today. Mads has lost a little bit of time. He picked up a penalty. Let's talk about Mads first, because he showed this morning the pace he can have on gravel. He adapted to the rally straight away yesterday. What have you thought of Mads' performance today, and why did he lose time this afternoon?
Yes, in fact, from the beginning today, Mats drive on the really good pace. He was very close from the fastest driver. In fact, it was not so lucky day for him because first of all, he had a small problem, technical problem with his intercom, with his helmet. In fact, so he was a little bit later in the check-in, so he took a 10-second on penalty. And after, again, this afternoon, he had an issue with one tires. It cost him about 20 seconds. So now he's 39 seconds behind to fight on the podium, but still quick. Still, a lot of things can happen tomorrow. So he will continue to fight to keep the best position. But reminding the fact that his main goal is to bring manufacturer points, which are so important this weekend.
They are indeed. The battle for second position in the Manufacturers' Championship, of course. Chris Meek is in third position. He's not far away from second, Marek. You mentioned bringing points home in the Manufacturers' Championship. With the positions you're in, it's good for the Manufacturers' Championship. Is he allowed to push Mikko Hirvonen tomorrow? Are we going to see a fight for second? Tell us yes, Marek.
You know, yeah. It's really not an easy task we ask our drivers on this rally, and because it's so tricky, it's so easy to make a mistake, but it's also important to keep a pace, to stay in the fight, because all the drivers are so quick. We have Mikko close in front of Chris, but only 3.4 seconds, so everything is possible, and for sure tomorrow Chris will continue to fight and to be able to catch. Will be able, I hope, to catch Mikko if something happened, but without taking too much risk, of course.
Okay, good. So he's allowed to fight. That's what we want to hear, Marek. Thank you very much. Let's turn to Michel Nandor now. Talk about the day for Hyundai. Thierry's not too far away from Mads in the overall classifications. Michel, what have you thought of Thierry's performance out on the stages today?
I think today, he had some bad pace notes in the first loop, so he went straight 2-3 times, so he lost a bit of time, of course. But then after it was quite okay. Then it's true that in the last stage, in the night stage, he damaged in this previous stage his night face, so it was a bit difficult. But overall, I think he managed to do quite good times. Still interesting because the gap still close to Mats. So I think tomorrow, of course, I don't have his problem because he can go. So no, Thierry will try and if he can catch Mats in the first place, will be quite good.
Michel, we're seeing Juho Hänninen here, Hayden Paddon. They've put in some good performances today. What about next year for those two drivers, though? Will we still see them as part of Hyundai? You've announced Sordo so far. Any more news for us on next year and drivers?
Well, as you know, our announce concerning two drivers has been done already. And well, for the rest, I think you have to wait a bit.
How long, Michel? How long do we have to wait?
Well, I can't tell you in a moment.
Okay, all right, guys. Good luck for the final day of competition in WRC this year. Ladies and gentlemen, Jos Capito, Malcolm Wilson, Marek Navaretsky, and Michel Nandon. Thanks, guys. We'll have our top 3 drivers on the stage very shortly. Sebastian Ogier, Mikko Hirvonen, and Chris Meek will be here for us.